What if I told you that in 1955 an aircraft company built a 33-foot rolling palace out of polished aluminum, and people actually lived in it like suburban royalty, not parked, not stored, lived in? And 70 years later it still turns more heads than a brand new luxury RV with 3 slide-outs and a confused salesman. Ladies and gentlemen, I once had a friend who said, "It's just a trailer." That's like saying Sinatra was just a singer. This 1955 Spartan Royal Manor is not just a trailer. It's what happens when airplane engineers decide camping deserves a tuxedo. Even my neighbor, who still brags about his 1994 fifth wheel like it's the Batmobile, went silent when he saw this thing polished to a mirror. If you love machines that make modern RVs look emotionally complicated, smash that button for more insane vehicles. Now let's go back. Spartan Aircraft Company of Tulsa, Oklahoma, from 1945 to 1962. These people built travel trailers the way Detroit built dreams, with pride and aluminum. Aircraft construction techniques shaped these campers. That's why the Royal Manor looks like it's waiting for clearance from the control tower. This particular 1955 Spartan Royal Manor street reaches 33 feet long. That's not cute weekend camper territory. That's roaring penthouse. And between 2022 and the seller's acquisition in November 2024, this example went through a serious refurbishment. Not the new curtains and prayer type. We're talking replacement frame, tandem axles, foam insulation holding tanks, a mini-split climate control system, windows replaced, wood paneling replaced, flooring, plumbing, electrical system, propane system, appliances, lighting, furniture, brakes, and even the tongue jack replaced. Basically, if it could age, it retired. The aluminum exterior had been painted under previous ownership. I think that was a crime against vintage humanity. Thankfully, during refurbishment, it was stripped and polished back to that glorious aircraft shine. Additional work included adding a hinged frame to the rear window opening, installing a single-piece polycarbonate front window, and replacing the side and rear windows, doors, and aluminum skirting. You get LED taillights, 2 campsite entry doors with porthole windows, slide-out boarding steps, and proud Spartan badging. Yes, there are some dings visible on the body panels. It's 70 years old, not a 2025 appliance. I actually like that. It shows it lived. Unlike my buddy Timmy's fishing stories, those never show damage, only record-breaking fish. Sorry, Timmy. Underneath, a fabricated replacement frame supports tandem axles and 16-inch 8-lug steel wheels wrapped in 235/80ths trailer king tires, electrically actuated drum brakes handle stopping duties. On the tongue you'll find dual propane tanks, a 7-pin trailering electrical connector, a power-operated tongue jack, and an air conditioning condenser housed in an aluminum enclosure. Water, waste disposal, and 30-amp electrical connections are positioned on the street side. 30-amp service may not power a rock concert, but it'll keep you comfortable enough to re-watch your favorite 80s sitcom marathons without sweating like it's 1955 again. Step inside and the transformation continues. Wood grain vinyl flooring, white painted walls, recessed overhead lighting, wall sconces, and residential-style power outlets. That front single-piece polycarbonate window floods the forward lounge with light. There's a poly and bark tan leather sofa, 2 box cushion seats, a round wood grain coffee table, and a cowhide area rug. I believe this is where someone once sipped coffee while pretending they were on a cross-country adventure instead of parked near Spokane. The galley features wood grain countertops, grey-painted cabinetry, and a hammered copper sink. Cooking is handled by a Summit 2-burner propane cooktop, while a unique, classic, vintage-style refrigerator and freezer bring the retro vibe home. LED under-cabinet lighting keeps things bright. The dinette has 2 hinged windows, white cowhide bench seats, and a live-edge black walnut table. Above it sits a Vizio flat-screen television, because even in a 1955 trailer, you can binge-watch like it's 1999. Now here's my question for you. Would you tow a fully polished 33-foot aluminum palace into a modern campground and risk becoming the main attraction? Yes or no? The bedroom houses a Morphis king bed with a Nora foam mattress. A king bed in a 1955 trailer. The sleeping surface lifts upward via pneumatic supports for underbed open storage. There are transom windows, a hinged rear window, and a Jonathan Adler wardrobe. Privacy film was added to some windows, which I think was wise. Not everyone needs to see you in vintage pajamas. The bathroom includes a vanity and sink, upper and lower cabinets, a wood-grain countertop, a Dometic ceramic toilet, and a separate shower room with a stainless steel surround. Not a flimsy curtain. A separate shower room. That's class. House systems include holding tanks, a Senville mini-split climate control system, max air and fantastic power-operated ceiling vents, and a Fugatti demand. Service, water heater. Power comes from dual AGM batteries supported by a Jarksioke pure sine wave inverter, a Litime DC to DC battery charger, and a GoPower, automatic transfer switch. The seller even replaced the fresh water pump. The chassis wears aluminum belly panels and sits on 4 Libra stabilizer jacks. What I like the most is the balance. It keeps the 1955 soul, the aluminum curves, the Art Deco charm, but hides modern reliability underneath. What would I gently criticize? At 33 feet, you're not sneaking this into tight forest campsites. This is a statement piece. You park it, and suddenly you're hosting a neighborhood meeting. Now for the drama. This 1955 Spartan Royal Manor was offered with no reserve and sold on the 30th of April, 2025 for $49,000. No reserve. Someone rolled the dice and walked away with a Polish slice of American travel history. The new owner now gets the joy of maintaining aluminum panels, caring for tandem axles and drum brakes, and sourcing parts that aren't hanging on every corner store shelf. Vintage ownership isn't plug-and-play, it's stewardship. I think that's part of the magic. And if you want more rolling time machines like this, consider becoming a channel sponsor for just $1. That's less than Timmy claims he once spent on bait for the legendary 40-pound trout. Link is in the description. Help keep Campafto rolling, and maybe we'll finally get Timmy a tape measure that tells the truth.